Hey guys, Luftangreifer here as always, and today I finally have a video on Contract Wars for you guys with the latest update. They've delayed the update for a couple days, a week, for some unexpected issues suddenly popping up, but that's nothing, unusual for indie game dev team or even for AAA titles these days. What's important is the actual content of the update, right? Starting from something least important, 3 more weapons are now customizable. Those are called Python, ACR Carbine, and the Scar L, is it? Scar H? I can't really distinguish between the one at tier 6, okay? But just as always, I'll cover those gun in depth in each separate videos. At least the Cold Python and the ACR, I can promise those videos since people seems to be more interested in those two rather than the Scar after asking my followers on Facebook. But no promise about the Scar at this point. For this video, 99% of the gameplay footage is going to be with the Scar. Or sorry, goddammit, ACR. Next up, changes done to the weapon task. I'm pretty sure everybody watching this already knows what weapon task is, but it's basically a small quest set for each weapon to unlock new mod parts as well as access to the entire customization for free CR guns. Before this update, some weapon tasks were extremely hard to complete. To name a few, let's say 20 pro kills with the Glock, triple with the 9891, which to mention specifically, only 20 rounds in the magazine, and so on. Now, just to be clear, they are achievable, whether it was done the legitimate way or by farming with friends. It's true, it's a fact that the decent amount of players has access to or completed these tasks before this patch. On the other side though, majority of players were having a hard time getting a single pro kill, not to mention 20 with a specific secondary. This is wrong, and whether you agree it or not, devs decided to loosen up some requirements for less skilled players, which I'll mention again are the majority of Contract Wars community. And while I kind of understand why some people are complaining, they spend a lot of time completing these tasks, and now basically everybody has at least a chance to complete as well. I think though that's just being a little cheap. Let's say wanting to keep your awesome toy for yourself and not sharing with everybody. And just to be clear, this doesn't necessarily mean that everybody gets a free ticket to weapon task unlocking. They still require a decent amount of playtime, patience, and skill level to complete. Contracts, a daily bronze, silver, and gold quests, which are an important source of free GP, skill points, and whatnot, has also been greatly reworked, and you can, I think, apply the same logic as the weapon tasks. Some contracts were a little too hard for the majority of players to complete, and again, yes, there were people who has done crazy contracts in the past, but I think we can agree that some contracts were asking a little too much, demanding too much from the average Contract Wars player base or the skill level. They've also made some ups and downs stat tweaks for the weapons, primarily sidearm, but I'll put that aside for now since I really have no experience with any of the listed weapons. If you're curious, of course, you can check it yourself on the Google Documents from the link in the description box below. But to wrap up this video, we have to talk about changes done to the skill tree. Just like the stat change, you can check the detail in the description box, but my overall simple and short impression is that skills are more, I guess, true to each class they belong to, and overall kill time has somewhat increased for everybody. It's really hard to distinguish whether this and that action was due to my own skills and sloppiness or caused by this skill change. But one thing I can definitely tell is the nerf done to the fire stabilization. You can actually see in the footage that at some point I changed my skill build and dropped fire stab, and while fire stab still somewhat helps you with short spray control, it's no longer something you absolutely need to have it unlocked or you want to unlock running with, for example, high rate SMG with small ammo capacity. It's more of a LMG and high magazine SMG like the Bison or Bison, however you pronounce it. So again, this is more specific to the Destroyer class, which the fire stabilization belongs to. Guns are less accurate, has less damage, and as a result, again, it feels that it takes much longer to kill or get killed by the enemy team. Whether you find this good or bad is totally up to your playstyle and preference, but you're welcome to share them in the comments below. Personally, I really don't care much, and I feel more stressed about the core issues still being untouched or fixed. The entire community, including me, has been asking for some kind of solution to stacking and spawn camping, and these problems are, as bad or worse than how it was 2 years ago when I started playing Contract Wars. It's everywhere in the game. After talking with the community manager, I'm glad to say that they do acknowledge this as an issue and intend to fix alongside the release of Standalone, but I see no concrete schedule or feel the sense of confidence from the dev team, so I guess we really shouldn't hope that much at this point about, these core basic balancing issue being fixed. Same with my unique camouflage that I supposedly won 7 months ago, haha. They said that it'll finally come this update, even showed me a picture to get me excited, but nope, didn't happen again. Hopefully next update, they say, which is what, in another 2 or 3 months. So yeah, same with the unique camouflage. I've pretty much given up at this point. Sorry to end the video in a negative mood, but I wish you have a great Merry Christmas and the winter holiday. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.